You know what sound that is, folks? You betcha. That's another ElkWorks Noon Whistle. I'm Chris Strottier.
And I'm John Anzalone, and I'm here at the Walworth County Historical Society, 9 South Broad Street in Elkhorn, with James Boardman, who is the president of the Walworth County Historical Society and another Elkhorn alumni.
Nice.
Yeah, James, how long have you been with the Historical Society?
About 10 years. I think this is my 7th year as president.
And James really kind of led the way on moving the Historical Society to 9 South Broad Street, which was the past location of Elkhorn City Hall. So what we're hoping today is, I'm going to have James give us a little history of their move here and when that was. And then what do you think about taking a tour?
Yeah, let's go mobile. I like it.
All right.
Okay, this building was started in 1930 and finished in 1931. It was built by the city of Elkhorn. It was the former municipal building which held all the city offices. All the floors, it's three floors high. All the floors are terrazzo floors, except the lower basement is only is just concrete. But this is a 99% masonry building, very little wood in it, and we were going to put an addition on to our annex, and the cost was too high, and we put an offer into the city on this building, and they took it because this building is on the National Registry. We took over the 1st of September in 2021. At that time, this room was offices for workers, and the other part, which used to belong to the Elkhorn Light and Water Commission, it had 4 offices. We had to rip all that out and get down to the bare floor, and everything had drop ceilings in it. We had to take all that out and refurbish that. So this is the only Art Deco building that we know of in the city of Elkhorn. It was one of the first buildings in Walworth County to have public restrooms, because most businesses years ago wouldn't let you use. They always said they didn't have one. So
Well, they've done a lot of work here. And James, you were able to make this move by obtaining the building for a really reasonable price.
yep, $1.
And Doris Ranke, longtime member of the Historical Society, I believe, provided a donation upon her passing, right?
She was a historian, but she was also, because she started out in Elkhorn in 1943 teaching kindergarten.
She was my 3rd grade teacher.
And I had her for kindergarten in 1945. So she was here a long time. She was never married. She died on her birthday at age 96. Yeah, and she had quite a sizable amount of savings saved up for not having any kids. You save all kinds of money then. And
or a husband. She didn't have a husband or a kid, so she saved a lot of money.
We used most of that to get in there. We had to put a new roof on the building, and then we had to gut everything out here. And they had everything covered up. You can see the beautiful Cream City brick behind me. This was the fire department that we're sitting in. And they covered everything up with drywall, and they covered all the terrazzo floors with a glued down carpet, which we had to rip out. So it was a lot of volunteer work. So we've got 11 member board, 4 officers and 6 other representatives, plus the past president. So we've got a board of 11 people, and they've done most of the work around here.
Awesome.
Well, James and his board have done an amazing job with transforming this building back to as close to its original state as they could. And I think we're ready. I'd love to just take a tour and have James
let's go see it.
All right, so bear with me.
I want to see that old basketball hoop court up on the 3rd floor.
Oh, the hoop's gone, but there's some good stuff up there.
We toured it with Rotary, so our fellow Rotarians were very engaged. So look at this. Look at you. You are a technology whiz, Mr.
Well, we're going to try. I'm going to see if I can find James here so he can take us on a tour, but we're going to follow him around. Where are we heading first?
This used to be the Light and Water Commission. They put this hole in here to join the 2 offices, but it was just roughed. We had to rebuild. Take a look at the ceiling up here. See the Art Deco of that ceiling. They had that all covered up.
Okay.
And then we put this in to match the ceiling.
What are all these big shelves here?
These are all our archives, and we put these in. These came from Fort Atkinson from Space Savers up there.
Okay.
And we can store a lot more. We don't need all the wall space.
Can
Now,
someone come here and look at the archives?
anybody can come in on Wednesday and Thursday. We are open from 1 o'clock until 4.
Okay.
And if they see Pat, they give them a tour. We can do research. We ask for a $5 donation to do the research. But if you're a member, you can do research anytime for 0 cost.
All right.
And a membership is only $20 a year for a family. But
Okay.
like I say, we've got independence here back to the 1850s.
Wow.
And we have a lot of stuff stored here. It's all on file. So if you come in and ask Pat, you want to look at something, she'll find it for you.
When did the Elkhorn Independence start?
Well, the Eames family bought it somewhere around 1890, and they owned it through 3 generations, from Frank Eames to Claude Eames to Frank Eames, 3rd generation.
Wow.
And they sold it in mid-90s to Southern Lakes Publishing.
James, what's this fireplace over here we got?
Well, back years ago, when they started selling electric appliances, the Elkhorn Light and Water Commission sold appliances. The fireplace was just for aesthetic, just for display, to enhance what they were selling. The city, when they remodeled this in '86, tried to tear it down. They got this much of it torn down and then quit because it was tougher than anybody could handle. So
that's incredible.
They put a wall around it. And then after we took all that stuff down, Lisa and her husband rebuilt this and put the
nice
black onyx back up on top of it.
Can we take a quick lap around the room before we head into the hallways and all the other
We can
rooms?
do that. This is a collection. This are items that Kenny Ammon donated to us. Different blow torches and bells.
Nice.
There's some amazing stuff here, Chris.
This is now, when I was in grade school, this is how we got the milk. It wasn't in cartons. Now, this was Urbandale Dairy. That's from Elkhorn. This is Nelson and Stearns Dairy. That was in Elkhorn up North Wisconsin Street. And they even saved the caps. Now, David Eisher from town passed, and his executor donated all that to us. These came from Kenny Ammon. And I don't, some of those things weigh 20 pounds.
That's amazing.
All right.
Yeah, this is,
Just a quick glimpse here. We hope that
it's
people's curiosity.
It looks great. Well, we're hoping we can get some more questions and comments from our loyal listeners and watchers, observers.
All right.
No, this is rose molding. There was Theodore Olson was in town. He invented what they called densewood, and he used to sell it to the military during the war. It was stronger than steel. But the 2 daughters, they were twins. One of them worked for the high school for about 40 years. They done all this rose molding, and they used to teach that at Gateway.
Oh, man.
In the 70s and early 80s. It's fantastic. These are all bottles that were taken out of the basement of the old Lorraine Hotel, which is Moy's restaurant now. These go back to the 1800s.
All right.
And then a lot of people didn't know there used to be a USS Walworth County, and there was also a USS Elkhorn.
Oh, really?
Yes, and we have the information on all that.
Look at that.
That's an LST. That was, And we have all that information all on file here. A lot of this items on the Civil War. We do have a lot more up in our museum upstairs.
All right.
Yeah, John, let's go take a look in the hall. What do you think?
All right.
Let's go here.
I'm guessing you could probably spend an hour and a half in here, right? Like, I mean, there's
you
stuff.
could
These
easily
are also
spend an hour and a half.
these are extra uniforms we've got,
Can you see all these uniforms?
and that's
Yeah.
From all the recent, all of our, a lot of, might be local history, but wow, that's United States history, isn't it?
It is. It is.
Well,
And I don't want to show too much or let James talk too much because then people don't need to come and look at it. But
Yeah.
we're going to make a quick pit stop here
Quick, yeah,
on our
we got,
way out.
see some of the
Right.
things we have on display throughout the years. There's about 40 drawers full of that, but we'll go up the next floor.
All right, we're heading
Yeah,
up
I
a few
go
stairs
upstairs.
All
here.
right, don't fall, John.
All right.
Now, that's a safe, and you can see on top, we're trying to started cleaning this up. City of Elkhorn, 1930, that's when that safe was put in.
It's incredible.
It is incredible.
This is our genealogy room here. We have, anybody who wants to know about their relatives, grandparents, great-grandparents. We have, Babcock family, Brilliantines, Portney. I mean, they're welcome to come in and look through that.
There is a little bit of everything here.
And this is a collection the lady gave us of all salt cellars.
Oh, look
That's
at that.
part of the collection.
Wow. I mean, if you're a family, it's a rainy day, you're looking to do something to learn a little bit more about Elkhorn and U.S. history.
Right.
Wow, this is a great opportunity.
This is our library, and we have quite a few. These are all military books. People can come in and look at them and read them, but they don't leave this room. Now, if anybody's a Civil War fanatic, this was given to us about 6 years ago. This is every battle. Each book is a battle of the Civil War.
Oh,
There's about 140 books here. The blue ones are Marine battles, naval battles.
I don't know if people understand everything that's here. This is really great because
Yeah.
there's a little bit of everything and stuff you wouldn't expect.
We've
Here,
got
Chris, I want to give you a quick glimpse of the 1887 building with this class in front of it.
oh my God, is that amazing?
How about the Elkhorn Band?
Yeah, that's Houghton Band. Yeah. That building there used to be Ben Franklin. There's a tavern in there now. It's over on East Walworth Street.
All right, we're moving on.
Yeah.
This is the library.
Now, this is a future. This will be the Frank Eames room. We have all the equipment they had the Elkhorn Independent when he sold the building gave us. We're setting that up. We hope to have that open this spring, come May.
All right.
But we'll go take a
You
trip.
gonna take the elevator, you think, or what?
Well, no, I go.
Huh?
This is the original post office from Fayette, which is Lafayette Township. This was out on the old Beck Station Road on the old railroad stagecoach stop. And these have all the compartments for all the.
Wow. So Lafayette was Fayette before it was Lafayette.
Yeah, they called it Fayette, yeah. We've got 3 of these. I can't remember what the other 2 are, but we have got so much stuff around there that
All right.
I can't remember everything.
Well, you remember most of it. Let's James and I are going to try and take the elevator. We're going to see if this works for us.
Oh,
All right. That's a lot of stairs, and I don't want to trip. I'm sure James would pick me up, but I'm going to take the elevator.
well,
Well,
John, I'll tell you, you're managing this new technology you purchased pretty well.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, I mean, this is great.
yeah, I graduated from Elkhorn High School 1958. That's 66 years ago.
All right. We're going to take a quick ride up the elevator. Excuse me.
All right.
So, because I think this is another important feature of the Historical Society is it's totally handicap accessible and people can come and take an elevator up to the 3rd floor. They just don't have to look at the 1st floor if they don't want to take all the stairs.
Yeah, I mean, it just sounds like anybody, if you're looking for an opportunity to learn a little bit about history, fully access, this is great.
Holy cow, look at this.
This was part of the auditorium, and then when they put the elevator in, it comes up to the middle of the auditorium. This is a dedication to the American Legion Post 45, which their office is on the floor above us. Okay, and they've been there since 1931. This is
incredible.
And this is commemorative to the VFW in Elkhorn. This is the old Elkhorn Drum and Bugle Corps, where the VFW Post 6375. In 1949, they were the state champion bugle corps.
It just doesn't stop up here. Look at this.
This is all the Grand Army of the Republic, all commemorative medals and such in our museum. And here is our Veterans Museum.
Could you hear, James, Walworth County Veteran Museum we're entering now, that area.
Okay.
We start with the Civil War. Fact is, we do have some things there from the Revolutionary back, you know. But this used to be in the house. But we felt, and we needed room down there. We felt that they deserved to be in with the rest of the veterans. That's Andersonville Prison with World War I. This is a cannonball that was stolen 50 years ago from Hazel Ridge, and somebody inherited it in Oklahoma rummage sale and bought it and come back it to us. We offered it back to the Hazel Ridge Cemetery Association. They were updating the can out there the Legion gave them. And
Hey, John, we're
2
losing
weeks
a little
after I donated
connectivity
it
from
back
you.
to them.
Okay, we're losing a little bit.
Yep. After you entered
All right,
the
we're gonna
elevator
do
and
a
exited, we
quick-
kind of got a little interrupted.
Okay, we're gonna do a quick lap around the room then, just to kind of show people what's in here.
World War I, World War II. And we get into Korea, Vietnam, and the rest of the situations we were in. There's no charge except we also own the Webster House, and then we have the Blue Prairie School and the Sharon Town, which are open for the fair.
How are we doing, Chris?
Still frozen. So some of the stuff you guys have just walked through, we haven't been able to see, at least through my lens.
Okay, we're gonna try entering the old auditorium. We'll see if this gets better.
Okay.
How are we doing now? Are you still losing
Yeah,
us?
Yeah, you're still froze. So
Okay.
anything you're seeing, we're not seeing. So
Okay, we're gonna have to go back down then probably. That'll be a
yep.
surprise.
Yeah, I
for
would
the
use the
people
stairs too.
people and come visit us.
Yeah, we gave him a teaser.
Yeah, so we're gonna make our way back down the elevator here, and hopefully we'll get connected again.
Okay, sounds good.
There's a lot here. I think people could come and spend a good at least an hour or two, and probably not even see everything. It's kind of a hidden gem.
Yeah, and I just think, like as we kind of try these new software, I know I think people got a very, 15 good minutes of a snapshot in there, but I think it's a good teaser for people to take advantage of this an opportunity to go see it personally. So I thought it was a pretty good tour. We're still froze on our end. So I don't know if we have to refresh, but I think at this point, John, we should probably just thank James and thank the Walworth County Historical Society for the opportunity to showcase at least a good 2/3 of their revitalized facility, and thank James for his opportunity to show this. And I think it's been great.
Sounds good. Yeah, and I think this is something too. James and his board would love to have our students come down. They have an opportunity to take a field trip. That's the
I think
or the middle school, high school.
Yeah, I think so too.
Study
So
students in the study history.
All right. Well,
yeah,
we're
we're
still
gonna,
having
on
some
that
problems,
note,
so let's
I'll
go
sign
ahead.
us off, John. So we appreciate you, your efforts, and to all our loyal listeners and viewers out there. This is what happens when you try new technology. So we'll continue to learn and grow from it. But boy, we're not going to stop here. Thanks, James. Thanks, John, for your efforts. And on that note, I think it's about time to go back to work. So thank you, everybody, for checking in.